Media Group station. ESPN Radio Sports Center.
I'm Steve Lennox. First 4 games of the NBA Conference Finals have been decided by 10 or more points. Cavaliers have lost by 25 and 13 and losing the first 2 games of the Eastern Conference Finals series against the Celtics. Game 3 in Cleveland Saturday night. Milwaukee's Jason Terry joined Golick and Wingo today, talked about the deficiencies for the Cavs.
They make the defense work for 24 seconds of that clock. It's really like 18. But they're going to exhaust every option offensively until they get a good shot. And you're not going to speed them up. That takes a lot of strain on your defense. And so Cleveland, they quit on some possession. Let's just be frankly honest. By the time the clock wound down, the ball rotated. Their last rotation, they never got into it.
Game 3 Saturday night from Cleveland on ESPN, ESPN Radio. Coverage on ESPN Radio at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Suns general manager Ryan McDonough told ESPN today that he considered trading the number 1 overall pick in the NBA draft, which takes place at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn on June 21st. A day after Michael Porter Jr. told reporters that he thinks he's the best player available in the draft, Oklahoma's Trae Young said he thinks he's the top player. Young also said he enjoys the comparisons to Steph Curry. Winnipeg Jets and Golden Knights of Vegas about to drop the puck on Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Western Conference Final. Vegas up 2-1 in the series. Winnipeg's Mark Scheifele, playoff best, 14 goals, 11 of those goals coming on the road. Baseball at Fenway tonight. Orioles in the third up 1-0 on the Red Sox.
The Cleveland Indians, the Houston Astros, and they go head-to-head in Houston this weekend. Tomorrow at 3:30 Eastern and Sunday at 7 Eastern on ESPN Radio. Presented by Barbasol Razors and Firestone Complete Auto Care. Weeknights at 6, ESPN 580 Orlando is live, local, and loud.
We got to talk about this. Hold on a minute. Just Danny was on last segment, and Danny talked playoffs with us.
Bunch of
his
stuff.
Twitter account is NBADT29 is his Twitter handle. Let's go back and hear how Jerry read it.
At NBAD, that's NBADT29.
And I'm listening to you read this on Twitter at NBAD.
God, poor Danny.
T29. He writes about the NBA. You can follow his good stuff at NBADT29.
Remember Saturday Night Live where they did the Sean Connery, when they had Sean Connery on there?
Now listen to me, you back off, Trebek.
And then he would mispronounce everything.
This is Key and Peele.
Okay.
Is your name Aaron?
Aaron.
That's what that is.
Where is Aaron right now?
Nick and Jerry are live, local, and loud. Weeknights at 6 on ESPN 580 Orlando.
Oh, yeah. Welcome. It is the Kevin Sutton Show, live, loud, and proud on ESPN 580 Orlando. It's Friday night. This is Myra, the ladies' point of view, and the crew holding it down because Kevin is out at Florida Hospital doing the daddy thing.
Saving the world one dad at a time.
Yes. We're very proud of him, but we need him here in the studio, man. We got to hear what's going on.
We got to call the show the Myra Uribe Show.
No, because then when I'm not here, I'm out politicking.
Well, then it'll be Phil Show.
It'll be the Phil Show. Phil's the consistent person here. Even Rich Rogers, he slips and slides in and out. You're the consistent guy. We're gonna change the name of the show. But we got big things going on, and it's really exciting right now. But we always like to start off this night, right?
Hey guys, don't forget to download the podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, and very soon we will be on Spotify. Make sure you leave us a rating, a review, and definitely leave us 5 stars. That helps us out tremendously, even though I don't know really what it does, but it helps us out tremendously. So Kevin Sutton Show on any of your podcast outlets.
Yes, that's right. And on YouTube, you can find a lot of Kevin Sutton Show stuff. I was looking at some old videos.
Yeah, all the episodes are streamed on YouTube now, too.
Yeah, and we also want to remind our listeners the Kevin Sutton Show is proudly sponsored by Cruz and Pascara, PA, personal injury attorneys. That's right. Are you looking for an attorney? Have you been in an accident, slip and fall, or maybe even a criminal case? Well, you know what? Our friends over at Cruz and Pascara, they are there for you. Give them a call. Their offices are in downtown Orlando, 407-841-0200. And with Cruz and Pascara, you're not just a client, you're a friend. And if you say you get the VIP treatment. And, you know, we had to talk to Cruz and Pasquera this week.
Oh, Lord.
Yes, we've got some issues. I'm going to let Kevin get into that when he comes back on the air. But it was always cool. We could get, you know, Ben on the phone, find out what's going on. It's always cool to be having, let me get my lawyer on the phone, you know.
That's
and then
right.
you heard about Mike, right? He shared his great news
Having
on
a
social
boy.
media. Yes, yes. So Becky's going to be a grandmama.
Awesome.
So it's so exciting. But you know how we start off this night? We started off right. We're going to start this night with Dr. Phil.
Okay. Today is Friday.
Friday.
Baby. My words of wisdom for you all, that nobody appreciates breathing more than when your nose is clogged.
That's true.
Dude.
Kevin has a sinus infection right now.
I agree.
You ever try brushing your teeth? You ever try brushing your teeth?
You ever try sleeping?
Your nose is clogged? Oh my gosh.
Man, it is horrible.
Yeah, and let's not forget, we got Myra, the lady's point of view.
That's me. I'm having a good time. Darling, I told you, I hope that we get to meet Mr. Pitbull in August when they open that new school over in Osceola County.
Yeah.
It's going to be like, yo, this is Mr. Pitbull. You're listening to La Mira Mayra. Yeah, something cool. I got to figure out what I want him to say. But someone who does slip and slide in here, Rich Rogers.
How's everyone doing?
We're doing awesome, man. It's been raining every day.
Flooding, yeah.
And it was raining on the way in here right now.
Yeah.
Man, that stinks. You know, the
I
golf
like
course is not nice when it's raining like this.
It's green down.
Yeah,
it's really green down.
Our
The
grass is
skateboard, I don't
green.
like rain.
Yeah.
It's gonna be wet.
I hate stepping in rain.
But I like it. It's cool things off though at the same time.
So I have some really good news. I was actually going to have one of our team captain from our volleyball team in tonight, but then there was a couple little changes because they're going through graduation. But we had the sports banquet last night, right? And you know, Kevin and I were the coaches for the varsity volleyball girl team. Real proud, 9-1. Yeah. And it was really awesome, you know, because we've seen these girls and they're all graduating. They graduate next Wednesday and they're going to separate schools, most of them. Well, guess who was the MVP for the varsity girls volleyball team?
Faith.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah. And she was like the captain and the moms, they had voted for her. And I was like, man, it was really cool. You know, she's really grown. I mean, you got to imagine in 5th grade. So volleyball started in 5th grade. She got rejected. She didn't even make the team. And she came home so upset and she trained and asked to get on a league and all that. And she went from not even making the team to being the starting lineup, you know, being the starting server in every game, you know,
that's awesome.
With a lot of pressure. And I'm so proud of her. I teared up, you know, but the weirdest thing is, so here we are in this room with like all these parents, everyone's got 8th graders, you know, 14 years old, and Lincoln's there, you know, we're like the only one with a baby. People are like, man, you guys are crazy. You guys are crazy.
Well, Myra, I have something to discuss really quickly. This may shake the foundation of the Kevin Sutton Show.
Oh no.
Never before have I've heard two different things.
You've never heard this or that?
No. This has been racking my brain since Tuesday.
Okay.
And I wanted to hear. I was hoping Kevin was here, but I wanted to hear everybody's opinion. Please tell me what this is.
Laurel.
What did you hear?
Laurel.
What did you hear, Rich?
Laurel.
I hear Laurel, but I've seen this on Facebook and Instagram. I have no idea what it means. I mean, I'm trying to figure it out. I think
Nick,
I removed it.
Hello.
I hear Laurel too.
What is it?
I've heard Yanny.
Yanny.
Laurel.
What?
Laurel.
Yeah, Myra, you haven't been on the internet in the whole week, have you?
I wish.
Do you remember a few years ago they had the what color is the dress?
Yes.
Okay, well this is the same thing. They had an issue with is it saying Laurel or is it saying Yanny? And
I don't hear Yanny. Do you?
I don't hear Yanny.
Okay.
No.
Well, you know what? Someone that you might have heard behind the mic that we didn't give his proper introduction to. He is always on the mics, hitting the buttons, making sure we're heard. Just Nick.
There he is.
Jeez. Talk about a deep intro.
No.
The anticipation is
Sorry,
growing.
what's up?
I know. Someone is drawing your attention. Someone who is always taking everyone's attention, sucking the energy out of the room. Mr. Jerry Daniels. He already had his show. He needs to go home. Did you hear about that video on social media?
Yeah, the Yanny Laurel thing.
What do you think it says?
It says Laurel.
I've heard Yanny.
I don't hear Yanny.
And that's because you hear higher pitches than other people do, I guess. There's some kind of it's like a hack, like the way they laid the two sounds over, and if you hear higher pitches, you hear Yanny, and if you hear lower pitches, you hear Laurel.
I've actually heard both on different clips.
Yes, so have I. There are times where I will hear Yanny, and there are times where I'll hear Laurel, but I mostly hear Laurel because I'm blowing my ears out working this job.
Man, I must be deaf too.
No, there's something wrong with me. Yeah.
Well, we got a lot going on. We have our friend Kenny Laurence. He is here at the Special Olympics grand opening over at ESPN Wide World of Sports. Is going to be calling in when we come back from the break. We also have to be talking about what's going on East versus West. It's competitive, you know.
You know it's Friday.
Yeah.
So you know what that means.
Factor Fiction Friday.
It's been a while.
Yes. And this school year is wrapping up, man. I don't know where the time has gone. Mm-hmm. Everybody's getting older. We're staying the same.
Okay, hey. Matthew McConaughey. Funny thing I like about high school girls is I stay the same age. Although I get older, they keep staying the same age. Yeah. All right.
Hey, this is the Kevin Sutton Show. The crew holding it down. We'll be right back. Yes. This is the Kevin Sutton Show. We are back. It's Friday night.
Yanny.
The crew is holding it down tonight as Kevin is out doing the daddy thing.
Saving the world one dad at a time.
And his sidekick, Lincoln Paul Sutton, is with him too.
Lincoln Paul.
Lincoln. Little boy turned 1 year old, and we celebrated. Man, we had a big party.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Rich Rogers came by.
I wish I could have come.
I know. You got him a soccer ball and a football, right?
That's it.
We had to take the soccer ball away from him. He learned how to eat it.
Oh. He learned how to eat it.
Yeah.
When I bought this stuff, I'm like, is this too...
Should
I buy it for a kid 1 year old?
Well, we left the football in the thing, you know. But
what about crayons? Are crayons good for a 1 year old kid? No. Okay.
Everything's food.
But he had this soccer. He loved the soccer ball,
yeah.
and we didn't know who it was from. You texted me after the party and said, "Hey, those are for me." And we noticed Lincoln gnawing on it, and then we noticed a piece of the soccer ball in his
gift
mouth.
certificate for Kevin.
Oh,
it's
man.
Self-explanatory, but it's real old school. When they write it on a piece of paper.
Yeah,
gift certificate on a piece of paper.
That's awesome. Look at that. Maryland fried chicken. But we actually have an old friend on the line. Now, this guy, Kenny Laurence.
Is he old?
No, he's not
just
old.
An old friend.
He's an old friend.
He's an old friend. I'm like,
I know. We've known him forever. And we go way back. I mean, I think we met Kenny at the Surf Expo probably about 5 years ago. Is that right, Kenny?
It could be a little longer than that.
Yeah.
You were 6 or 7 years now.
You were working with the magazine. And I remember you have always had a passion for the Special Olympics and surfing. And we came out to one of your surfing events one day. I think we were out on Cocoa or somewhere in between.
Cocoa Beach.
I don't know where.
It could be all over the place.
I know.
Sebastian. We're all over.
I think it was Sebastian. But let me give you the proper introduction. We've got Mr. Kenny Laurence on the phone. Welcome, Kenny, to the Kevin Sutton Show.
Thank you guys for having me back.
I know, and you were actually supposed to come to Kevin's 40th birthday, and you missed it.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I got tied up with some of the Special Olympics stuff. We've been planning like last minute.
I'm
kind of
sure.
getting things together for the event we just had. So he's finally my age. We're both 40 now.
Oh, he's in your group. Yeah.
Yeah, he's in my group. We're getting old.
He's in my group too. No, we're not getting old. No. We're just getting better.
Kenny, I don't think we've met. My name is Phil. I'm a part of the show too. Let me ask you a quick question. Yanny or Laurel?
They just said that over here at opening ceremonies.
What is it?
Yanny or Laurel?
Let's go, Yanny.
See? Okay. See, it must be a higher intelligence.
I'm actually glad that this is explained to me because I'm so behind. But Kenny, you're actually in Orlando. You're over at the ESPN Wide World of Sports right now, right?
Yes, I am.
Special
opening ceremonies.
Are they happening right now?
They are happening right now. You can probably hear them in the background. If I went closer to the stadium, you'd actually hear it.
Is it raining out there?
It's starting to drizzle a little bit, but it's not too bad.
All right.
We're hanging in.
Now, you just had Rich Rogers is here in the studio, and Rich, it's funny because he was telling us about you. And we're like, yeah, we know Kenny. We know him from way back in the day. You guys just had a surf event. Tell us about that and when it took place. Come on and tell us about it.
We just had it this past weekend. It's something that I kind of wanted to give to the kids this year because last year we never got to do our state event over in Cocoa Beach because of Hurricane Matthew. So we ended up deciding to do an event this year to kind of kick off the season, and we were able to have other counties join us down in Broward and kind of go from there. It was a lot of fun. Good times.
Yeah, I saw the information. It was at down in Deerfield Beach, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, because I do follow, of course, follow surfing, and there's so many great organizations. My friend, same weekend you're down in Deerfield, was doing, he's a volunteer for the Oceans of Hope Foundation. That was in New Smyrna Beach.
Okay.
That's another event that works with people that are handicapped and people, that have life-altering situations. But, of course, we work with the National Kidney Foundation. Seems like every Labor Day we have Phil Salek, you probably know him, in studio, and that whole crew, just like an annual thing with us. So, but I think that a lot of these organizations that a lot of people don't know about it, action sports organizations, whether it's skateboarding and surfing, they do a lot of good for the community and a lot of, that both Myra and Kevin are involved in a lot of nonprofit foundations.
So Kenny, and you've been doing this for quite a minute, so this isn't something new, but I mean, what really drove you to do Special Olympics with surfing and sports?
I actually was invited 10 years ago at one of the surf shops, and we've been doing lessons for years and years and years and running contests, and Linda from Special Olympics down in Broward actually approached us and asked if we'd be a part of it and help Special Olympics actually build a surf program. It's the only one in the entire world. Florida's the only place that offers it with a competition.
Not even Hawaii?
Basically. No.
Wow.
They used us as a test run, and they're kind of just expanding from here, basically.
Right.
We spend all summer training the kids to compete like we would do in any other regular event.
And how many kids do you normally have participate in your program?
Broward, we have about 15. Each county, it just depends on the size of the counties. Most of them will average anywhere from like 5 to 20. But up in Cocoa Beach for a state event, you'll have upwards of 220 kids all there at the same time competing.
Wow. That's amazing. Yeah, that's amazing.
It's a lot of fun.
So in
September, you guys should join us.
Yeah, you guys got involved in this, obviously 10 years ago, and you just connected. You never stopped.
No, I actually fell in love with working with the kids. I found out later that same year that you can become a unified athlete, and I can actually play with the sports with them as well. So that's why I'm up here today, because I'm on a unified volleyball team with the kids, and we made it to states. So depending on how we do today and tomorrow, our team was one of a few that's been picked potentially to go to World Games in 2019. So there's a lot riding on this weekend. And that's actually in Dubai next in 2019.
You said volleyball. I don't know if you knew this, but Myra is
and Kevin. We're coaches.
They're both coaches.
Volleyball coaches.
Wow.
We're seasoned volleyball coaches. 9-1. We only lost one game in the whole season.
You guys got to join us. It's so much fun.
Yeah, well, we're gonna try to come out tomorrow evening. Faith has her graduation dance, so if we can drop her off and make it out there to the ESPN Wide World of Sports, we're gonna try to do that. I know you sent us the invite, but
how long are the ceremonies? When is the whole thing ending? Like how long is
the closing ceremonies are going to probably start somewhere around 5-6 o'clock tomorrow with like the dinners, and then they'll do a dance, and then they'll actually come back over here again and do the closing ceremony. It's kind of like tonight with the fireworks show, and they have probably about 200 cop cars and things out there, like motorcycles. It's a lot of fun.
That's awesome. Now, did you bring your lovely wife with you?
No, unfortunately, I didn't. She got hurt in a car accident about a year and a half ago. And
does she need an attorney? We have one.
Man.
Actually, we do have one. She had neck and back surgery about 6 months ago.
Oh, my goodness.
So she can't really travel too much right now, unfortunately.
That's intense. Yeah. Send her our best, because that's not. I mean, Phil had a car accident, and you're still dealing with that.
I will deal with it forever.
For the rest of our lives. I had a car accident 16 years ago, actually almost 17 years ago, the weekend we came home from our honeymoon. And I still have pain in my shoulders.
And her head is bigger than ever.
Hey, don't talk about my head. I have a big head, and it has nothing to do with the surgery, okay? I mean, with the car accident. But, Kenny, we're so proud of you. You know, you keep doing what you're doing. Always keep us plugged in. I know we always stay in touch on social media. Love what you're doing. So proud to call you a friend. And if we can make it out there tomorrow night, we're going to. And when do you guys play volleyball?
Okay.
Are you guys playing volleyball tomorrow?
Yeah, our finals are at 9:30 in the morning. That'll probably take about an hour and a half. Tonight actually went 5 games, so
wow.
It took close to 2 hours for that last one.
Wow.
Geez, so you guys are really, these teams are awesome then.
Well, each level kind of plays a little bit differently. I mean, we're at one of the higher levels, so they're pretty aggressive. It's just like normal volleyball with anybody else. They play sixes, so it'll be 3 athletes with 3 unified players like myself, and we can spike, we can do everything.
You can jump?
Back. You can jump, you can do whatever.
Okay.
And you're saying you had another, I think, surf-related event in September, you mentioned?
September is actually Cocoa Beach for their state event, so as long as we don't get another hurricane again,
I know
that is another event you guys.
Where in Cocoa Beach is it going to be? Do you know yet?
It's right over by Ron John. It's
right
over
Shepherd Park.
Yeah, it's right.
Well, Kenny, whenever you're in this area, in this vicinity, you got to drop us a note so we know, okay? You know, we want to support and show you love, definitely, okay? And if anything, at least a plug on the radio show, okay?
Definitely. No, I appreciate it.
If
you guys can make it out tomorrow, I get to introduce you to thousands of my other family.
We will. If we can make it out there, I'm going to text you.
Okay.
All right. So that's Mr. Kenny Laurence, surf and volleyball extravaganza with the Special Olympics and everything that he does. You guys have a great day tomorrow and a safe trip home, okay?
Yep. Thank
you.
All
right. Thank you. We've known him for a long time. And,
Yeah.
you know, that's dedication. And for surfing, that's not easy.
Man,
it's not
just
easy.
watching some of those athletes that do the Special Olympics, it's like, man, I'm able-bodied and I can't do none of that stuff.
I know.
Not even close.
I know.
I got winded walking up the stairs over there.
It's crazy. But Kenny's been, I mean, can you imagine he just it was something he just got invited to do 10 years ago. And now, what he's done with it. And we're the only state that does it. Isn't that insane? Yeah. You would think with like Hawaii and California, they would be doing the same thing.
You know Scooter, of course, in Cocoa Beach.
Right.
There's a kid that comes to Cocoa Beach every year, I think from England, and the kid is blind. And Scooter works with him every year at the skate park, because he always wanted to skateboard. Is like, I'll show him how to skateboard.
That's amazing.
So he, obviously has to be near him and hold on to his hand, but he'll let him go and he'll do it, and it's really.
There's a lot of British skateboarders in the Cayman Islands. That's where when we went to the Black Pearl.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty amazing. Hey,
you said he was blind?
Yeah, the kid is blind, but there's a video of Scooter doing it. Maybe I'll post it on our Facebook page.
That'll be
very
cool.
Inspirational.
Oh, we should ask Kenny for some info too from the Olympics. But Mr. Kenny Laurence, and you guys, if you're able to support the Special Olympics, they're out at the ESPN Wide World of Sports. They started today. They'll be there all day tomorrow, and then closing ceremonies tomorrow night at 7:30. So proud to be a part of that. That's Kenny Laurence, Special Olympics, doing his thing, surfing, showing the love. Mm-hmm. Hey, this is the Kevin Sutton Show. When we get back, we're going to have to give you a little bit of wrestling update.
Oh, yeah.
John Cena.
A little bit.
And Total Diva season starting up, and I think it's humorous to hear her talk the way she's talking, because this season is going to be total blah. Hey, this is the Kevin Sutton Show. This is the crew. This is my the ladies' point of view. Dr. Phil, Rich Rogers, and just Nick holding it down. We'll be right back. Yes. We are back. It is Friday night. This is the Kevin Sutton Show. This is the crew holding it down. We want to tell you that the Kevin Sutton Show is proudly sponsored by, I was going to say they're sponsored by a lot of great things, but Honest One Auto Care over on Cimarron Boulevard. They are, if you need your car serviced, oil change, or you're just having issues with your vehicle, you need to find a mechanic you can trust. Well, I'll tell you what, folks. We trust Leighton and Marie over
They're
at
so
Honest.
It's in their name.
It is. No, and they're awesome. You can count on them. They, I've had my car there serviced. Kevin's had the baby service there, the van.
I've had mine serviced there.
You've had your car service there, and Rich Rogers will eventually get his car serviced.
Yeah, one of these days I will. I did have my car fixed, but I was telling Phil it's my father's friend from church, so I got to use my dad's service.
There you go. And we're going to get into, do you have any announcements you want to say?
Well, guys, you can leave us a voice message on our website.
Ring. Without
even dialing a phone number. Just head to KevinSuttonShow.com, and on the right side of the screen, the right side, click on the speak pipe button. Keep it clean because we will play it on the air. You can ask us any questions or just give us a comment. But whatever you do, just head to kevinsuttonshow.com.
And I do want to make a note that I got some positive feedback on that Argentina versus Brazil conversation we had last week.
Man.
And you know what it was? Multiple support for Argentina.
You know, Sam is in the other studio. You want me to go get him?
Yeah, that was awesome. that was a great day. You know, when we actually had callers. And we had Frank on the show.
Yes.
And kudos to him for also pushing the Kevin Sutton Show.
Yeah, he actually shared the segment on his
Facebook page. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
got
saw
like
it.
200-some thousand people on the page. So.
I know, and they were like, all like, hey, he needs to be on ESPN. Take your turn, Frank. But yes, we need to have him in the studio. It'll be fun.
Yeah, Frank's a good guy.
Maybe we can do it before the playoffs end, too.
Yeah.
As those are moving, interesting enough. You know, is this the end of LeBron James on the East Coast?
Okay. Everyone's already predicted this already, that the Celtics were going to win. But we always had these issues that we really don't know because it's the playoffs. We really don't know what's going on. Mm-hmm. So the thing is, they're down 0-2. Mm-hmm. They're down 0-2.
That doesn't mean anything with LeBron James.
Does it?
He's always down and ends up coming back.
This guy's got to be exhausted. He's literally the only person on that team.
Hold on. Love is doing awesome.
No, not this series.
No.
The whole team, everyone else has done nothing. They've done nothing. It's literally just been LeBron. And he's averaging a triple-double in both of the games, and they still lose. What else does the dude got to do? He's got to call, who's the woman that beat the woman's legs? The skater?
Tanya Harding.
Yeah, call her. For real.
I tell you.
But she's going to have to go off like 5 legs then. You have to take the entire team out.
It's interesting to see.
And Kyrie's not even playing. Kyrie's been injured since what? The first month of the season? Second month?
No, he played about 55 games.
Okay, yeah. Kyrie's out.
So do you think this is it for Cleveland? I mean, can
Omar,
they come back?
You know me. I'm LeBron, ride until I die, until I send you a text message saying I've given up all hope.
But I will never forget they were down 3 games.
3-1, yeah.
And they came back.
See, the thing is, it's so hard to tell. It's really hard to tell. I root for LeBron. I will always root for LeBron, unless he plays for the West Coast. But dang, like what else does the dude literally have to do? Like if they lose this series, LeBron is gone, man. He doesn't owe Cleveland nothing. He owes them nothing.
Well, he carried him on his back already this far.
Yeah, he's already got him a championship. Go to Philadelphia. Don't go to
Toronto.
No, go to Philadelphia. Philadelphia is going to be nice. Hey, Nick, I saw a meme. I don't know if it's any legitimacy to it because it's a meme, but someone photoshopped.
I think you answered your own question there,
right?
But go
yeah,
ahead.
Well, no, I wanted your opinion on it.
Oh, okay.
Someone photoshopped the starting 5 for Philadelphia, and it was LeBron, Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, Paul George, and I forgot who was the other person. But is that a possibility of something happen? Could that actually happen? Or
it absolutely could.
Next season?
Yeah, it absolutely could. Now Philly would have to make a lot of moves to make room for those guys. It could happen. Philly would have to blow its whole team up, though. I mean, to get LeBron and Paul George. I think Paul George is much more realistic because I don't think LeBron and anybody on the same floor don't necessarily work together because when you play with LeBron, you play LeBron's style of basketball. LeBron has the ball and you basically work around him. But he and Ben Simmons really don't work on the same floor together because Ben Simmons can't shoot. Okay. So Ben Simmons, the way he scores is he gets downhill, he gets to the rim, he drives the basket. But when the ball is in LeBron's hands, you really can't do that. So, but that is something that could happen. Like Philly does have the ability to do that, and plenty of people have speculated about that being a potential for happening, but I think Paul George would be much more likely than LeBron. But I mean,
it was Kawhi. Kawhi was the other one.
Okay, yeah, and that, by the way, that could happen too. Listen, Philly has a ton of assets. They have some room because they got guys on rookie contracts. Yeah, Kawhi could happen. They would have to trade for him from San Antonio. Now they would give up Markelle Fultz and a whole bunch of other stuff in that deal. And then LeBron goes there to play with Ben Simmons and stuff. But I mean, and Joel Embiid, sure.
That would be crazy.
I know he played likely or unlikely. Is that honest opinion?
I think
guys,
it's unlikely.
Unlikely for next year.
Yeah.
Myra, is that unlikely?
That's a lot of moving
around.
But
I mean, we never thought Kevin Durant would
go. But if I gotta say, if LeBron goes to Philly, right?
Yeah.
that would mean he is just going to create a championship somewhere.
So
hasn't he done that twice
So,
already?
yeah.
I know,
Going on forever.
but we understand the Cleveland Connect, and then we understand Miami. Miami was his friend,
Yeah.
Dwayne, you
So?
know. But now we're saying
he's friends with Ben Simmons now, who's a clutch guy. Is he not? Is he not a clutch sports guy? I think they're connected that way.
I know. I don't know. I would lose respect for LeBron.
you've already, man.
But you're a Durant fan.
Yeah,
right?
like Myra, like I don't want to be mean here, but like you've kind of taken the Steph side of this. It's kind of over there, right? I mean, like that's done, right? I mean, like
Yeah,
you're not a LeBron backer anyway. Is there Myra, is there any respect
why are you
left?
pulling me out now?
I'm
It's
just
like,
well, no, I'm
you
just
guys,
saying.
if we're out chilling and we run into LeBron, it's like you guys are just gonna point me out. Don't talk to Myra because she clearly doesn't like you. Talk to us.
So, Nick, what do you think is the most likely scenario for LeBron next year?
I have no idea. I think there's a realistic possibility that he signs a 1-1 and stays one more year in Cleveland. And that's not going to get a ton of clicks online. That's not going to get a ton of people to like lean in and say, oh, yeah. But LeBron, and Brian Windhorst has talked about this time and time again, that the options aren't great for LeBron this year. There's no team sitting there where he can go and it's an absolute fit. I mentioned Philadelphia. It's a crazy thing to say. Would Philly blow up their team for LeBron? Would you blow up your team that just made it to the Eastern Conference semifinals for LeBron and a chance to once again go and lose to the Warriors in the finals again? Because the idea for every team that wants to make it to a championship, you're not thinking another 1 to 2 years ahead. You're thinking 3, 4, 5 years ahead. And we don't know how much longer LeBron can do this. And LeBron is a ticking time bomb.
Yeah.
At some point in time, he's going to fall off the cliff. And you don't want to be the team that is committed to him long term, that has blown up your team and built around him long term when that timer goes off. Now, I don't know when that's going to happen, but
Are we already counting them out this year though?
no, I'm not counting him. I mean, is he done? Yeah,
This
this
year?
year, I think this is done. He's not winning a title this year. That's what I'll say.
No, but putting a little swing on that. If Houston happens to take out the Warriors, is it a whole new? Is it a whole new
Are the
conversation?
floodgates open?
You know?
Houston's the other team. I think he stays in Cleveland, or I think Houston's the other team where he can go and.
No. Myra's saying if Houston beats Golden State, is now the floodgates open for, hey, the Warriors can be defeated.
Oh man,
That'd be crazy, right?
It would be,
Yeah.
and part of my
That's what you're
reservation.
saying, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
part of my reservation saying that is like I've already just kind of figured the series is cooked. I mean, like they took one game in Houston, it's 1-1. I think Steph Curry is going to make it rain on them in games 3 and 4. We're going to go back to Houston 3-1, and then Houston is going to choke away Game 5.
So you mentioned Houston for the same reason he can't go and play with Ben Simmons. You don't think he'll be able to play with James Harden?
It's the same issue,
Yeah.
and that's kind of what I mean. Is there's no good team sitting there where it's like, oh yeah, he plugs right in. Houston's a possibility just because you have the banana boat connection with Chris Paul. Those guys are good friends.
Banana boat. Remember the banana boat.
James Harden, James Harden's an MVP candidate, and he can take some of the load off of LeBron. At some point in time, LeBron also needs to prepare himself where he can't be the number one option, play all 82 games. That's why the thing with Kyrie stinks so much, because that was perfect. The Kyrie situation was perfect, and we're seeing it in these playoffs where when LeBron doesn't have it, like he did in the second, third, and fourth quarter in Game 2 against Boston, they could have handed the ball to Kyrie, and Kyrie did that in one of the games against Boston last year.
Yeah, he had 40.
Yeah,
42
LeBron was
points or something
awesome,
like
and
that,
LeBron was awful, and Kyrie went Uncle Drew and made him dance all night.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why them not being able to coexist is kind of a shame for LeBron and for the Cavs.
You know who's got to be sitting crying right now is Toronto.
Yeah.
Thinking, man, how did they be?
I know we're probably about to go to break, but how much do people's egos get in the way of their performance? You know what I'm saying?
All the time.
Dude.
I mean, like all the time. Ask Shaq and Penny.
Because you guys had a question on your show last week about how come great players aren't great coaches.
Yeah.
It's got to be the egos.
It is.
It is, because I'm a good coach, and I'm not a great player.
No, but that makes sense, though, right?
And I think for great players, it always came so easily for them. So they don't know. They look at some players and they're like, I don't get it. Why don't you get this right away? Where it comes just so simply easy, they look at players that need to work at it and they say, like, come on, let's just get it right. So I think that's part of it, too.
I agree with you. I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
It's always easy to be a coach when you're on the bench.
Yeah.
But it's totally different when you're actually being the coach, and you've got to carry the faults and the greatness and make it mesh to make it work.
Yep.
Now I'm on the talking circuit, so you guys can hire me. 407.
Well, Myra, it's Friday, so
Yes.
when we come back, that means the return of Factor Fiction.
Oh, I can't wait. This is the Kevin Sutton Show. This is the crew. We're being good and we're holding it down. We'll be right back. Yes. I feel like throwing some tunes out.
Oh, no.
Here I go. I was listening to one of our old podcasts where I did, and I'm not that bad. Okay?
Really? No, you weren't.
I'm really good off the cuff.
Yeah.
And if I haven't said this lately, my name is Myra Uribe. I'm the ladies' point of view. I'm running for Orange County Commission, District 3. Elections August 28th. Kevin Sutton Show is also proudly sponsored by Cruz and Pescara, PA. You may have an attorney. You're in the middle of an issue going on medically, like some people we know actually, and you just feel like your lawyer's not doing enough for you. Well, you know what? Cruz and Pescara, they do free case evaluation. That's right. No strings attached. Free. They're going to look over your case, evaluate it, and tell you and make sure you're getting everything you need covered. And if you feel like you need some more love and attention, they'll gladly also help you with your case. That's Cruz and Pescara, PA. Offices downtown Orlando, 407-841-0200. You can always go to our website, kevinsuttonshow.com, and click on the link, and it'll take you right to their website where you can learn more about them and their crew. They habla español. So, it's Friday, sitting in the studio. Kevin's over at Florida Hospital.
Saving the world one night at a time.
Yes, he is. So excited. Lincoln has turned a year old.
Yeah.
He is now drinking milk.
Oh.
So
I thought you were going to say he was drinking something.
He's now drinking Yingling.
no, you don't understand. We have been paying $35 a week for the last year in formula. Okay?
Yeah, that stuff ain't
So $3, $35. You know what I'm saying?
Have you all seen the Yingling Christmas tree downtown?
No.
It's right. It's in a place called The Lodge, which is a bar downtown on Orange.
I don't know how
Near
we
Orange and
know
Central.
to Yingling. But
I said it.
Well, whenever you talk about somebody drinking, now he's drinking.
now, you know what's crazy is baby formula tastes like, but that's all they know because they don't really have, senses,
Sure.
Really when they're that little. So now Faith, I have to watch out because Faith is chugging his milk because it's real milk.
Oh, wow.
So I'm gonna actually put a formula in there one day and be like, yeah, that's milk. It's like a damn, it's like that. But on a positive note, it is Fact or Fiction Friday.
Yes. It's been a while. It is Fact or Fiction Friday.
Yay.
Today, the Kevin Sutton Show crew, you are all detectives. I have picked 4 athletes and celebrities, and I have stories about each individual.
Is Nick playing?
Yes. Each individual. And
Are
you
you there,
guys
Nick?
have to decide
Okay.
which story is true.
All right, I'm ready.
Are you guys ready to start?
I'm ready to rumble.
All right, our first athlete is Vince Carter. Fact or fiction? He is one of the founders of the meal delivery service Blue Apron. Fact or fiction? He is the oldest player in the league. Or fact or fiction? He signed up to be one of the first people to do the Virgin Mobile space tourism. Myra, which is the truth out of the 3? Is it
The space tourism.
space tourism? Rich?
I go with oldest player in the league.
And Nick?
Yeah, who's still hanging around the league? The Sacramento has all of them. They got all the old dudes. I'm gonna go oldest guy in the league.
That is correct. Vince Carter is the oldest
Really?
player in the league at 41.
Jeez.
He's been around
How
forever.
old is Tony
yeah.
Parker?
38.
38.
Wow, he seems
No,
old.
Manu would be the guy. Manu might be 40. I think
Yeah.
Manu's 40.
That's
All right.
insane.
Our next athlete is Brett Favre.
Brett Favre.
All right. Fact or fiction? Brett Favre released a country album with Garth Brooks in 1999
Please be
under
true.
the name Gunslinger.
Please be true.
Fact or fiction? He is allergic to peanuts. Or fact or fiction? He is of French and Choctaw ancestry. His paternal grandparents are Native American. Rich,
I would go with the first one.
the Garth Brooks
Garth
album.
Brooks
Yeah.
album?
All right, Nick.
I'm just guessing.
I'm gonna go with the Native American story.
All right, and Myra.
I think I'm going to go with the Native American story, too.
All right. The Native American story is correct.
Wow.
Yeah. You get DNA, ancestry, all these things. No,
Yep. All right. Our next person, we have Vince McMahon. Haven't done this one in a while.
He hates women.
Fact or fiction? He was robbed at gunpoint by none other than the Ultimate Warrior. He and his wife have an open relationship and are free to pursue other partners. Or fact or fiction? He actually sold the WWE to Disney in 2002 after the lawsuit loss to the World Wildlife Fund. But before that, he backed out. So, Nick, which one is the truth?
The
Robbed at gunpoint?
robbed at gunpoint.
Okay.
By
Myra?
the Ultimate War. No.
I have no idea.
Open marriage.
And Rich.
I would go with the open marriage.
He was actually robbed at gunpoint by
wow,
the Ultimate
Nick, you
Warrior.
got it.
What?
Yes, he was actually robbed at gunpoint.
Was it
gonna get
real
that.
or was
It
it
was
staged?
it was real.
Really?
It was real. The Ultimate Warrior they had a money dispute, and the Ultimate Warrior pulled a gun out on him and robbed him.
Did he get arrested?
Now that we know now we know stuff about Ultimate Warrior. It's probably a little dangerous than it could have been, huh?
Right.
Yeah.
All right, our last person. We normally do a celebrity here. We may have done this for him before, but I have some different facts. Okay. All right, this person we have is Tom Cruise.
We've done him before.
Yeah, but this is a little different here.
Okay.
All right, fact or fiction? Mission Impossible 3 had to be completely reshot due to the film being damaged. Fact or fiction? Tom Cruise is 5'2", or fact or fiction? The character Aladdin was modeled after him. Myra,
5'2".
Rich,
Tom Cruise? I
Yes.
would say Aladdin.
and Nick.
5'2". He's very short.
Yeah.
He's not that short, though.
Aladdin.
Oh.
No.
Tom Cruise was Aladdin was modeled after Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is actually, I think, 5'6".
You mean the character?
Yeah, the character,
Oh,
the
okay.
drawing for the Disney movie. Tom Cruise was.
Aladdin wasn't Tom Cruise wasn't an Arabian prince.
I know.
But have you seen Aladdin? Looks like a white guy.
They all do.
I know. That's fact or fiction, guys. You guys can go to our website,
Rich has something
hashtag
to
it.
say.
Yeah, I was going to say, I have some somewhat celebrity news. Tony Hawk just recently turned 50, and he did a video 50 for 50 where he did 50 tricks at the age of 50. Oh, wow. So look it up, and it's amazing, actually, what he does at his age. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah.
He almost got really hurt, too, in the middle of it. So
Really?
that's
He
worth
was on
watching.
also Celebrity Family Feud.
Well, he did them back to back. Like
Yeah, well, he didn't do them back to back, but
he was on a
It took 50 days to do 50.
No, he did it within a couple hours.
I'm just
probably.
kidding. I'm
Yeah.
kidding.
yeah.
Hey,
But
the fact
every
that
one
he
of
can
those
still
tricks
roll.
he invented, yeah.
And
Yeah.
we didn't get to touch on wrestling tonight, but when we're back, we do have to talk about Cena and Total Divas is back.
Total Bellas.
Total Bellas, and it is a mockery. I think it is a joke that they would try to do this filming. The whole season is about them getting married.
I think this whole breakup thing is a work.
You think so?
Yeah.
It was in the plans?
I think it's a work. Yeah.
I don't know.
I think so because if this was actual breakup, why would the WWE be talking about it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Why would it be a whole reality
get
show on
get
it?
out of their lives, man.
Yeah.
John Cena was recently on Today's Show. He was talking to Hoda and Kathy Lee, and it seemed legit what he was saying, but you never know, man.
What did he say?
Oh, that he's just that because she broke up with him. That's what he was saying. She broke up with
She
him.
wanted babies.
Or something happened. Maybe he cheated. I don't know. We'll have to find out because we got to watch this stupid show.
Yeah. Well, I saw an interview where they asked if she would take him back, and she said she would.
Yeah.
So
he said he wants to be the father of her children.
Are you kidding?
That's what he said.
Oh my gosh!
But he said Myra first.
No, I don't want to get married. I'm already married.
No, he
and I've
no
already
children.
got kids.
He said he wants to give you another kid.
Hey, this is the Kevin Sutton Show. It has been fun. We've talked so much. Big shout out to Mr. Kenny Laurence out there, Special Olympics, the crew holding it down, Rich Rogers, Dr. Phil, Just Nick, and me, Myra, the ladies' point of view. It's always a pleasure to be on the mic. We'll be back with Kevin coming to get you and the baby. This is the Kevin Sutton Show. Check us out on Instagram, YouTube, all under username Kevin Sutton Show. Good night, y'all.